Morning there, Mike. It is definitely a beautiful day out here at TVRM. 4501 is going to be departing here in about a little under 10 minutes. So we'll film the departure here, and then we'll move a little bit closer to the main line and set up for any freight trains that come through. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of freight action today. But in the meantime, 4501 is indeed the star of the show right now. Those of y'all just coming in, be sure to leave a like on the stream. It really does help me out a lot. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Train Boy 1522 Productions. Hello, good morning.
Attention. This is the 5-minute morning call for Tennessee Valley, train number 100, Missionary Local, round trip service to East Chattanooga and return. If you are holding tickets to the 9:30 a.m. departure of Missionary Local, please make your way out the double doors Grand Junction Station to the vestibule of our coach number 1486. Once again, this is the 5-minute morning call for Tennessee Valley, train 100, Missionary Local. All more folks, it's train time in Tennessee.
Yeah, Burnsy, you need to get down here at some point. It's a really nice place here. I've been coming up to TVRM myself for many, many years. Used to volunteer here as well, so still try to contribute to the museum whenever I can. Once again, for y'all coming in, just be sure to hit the like button for me on the stream. It really does help out quite a bit. And thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be out here for hopefully a little while. As they just announced over the station intercom system, I don't know if you heard that or not, but the train does have 5 minutes until its scheduled departure time, so we'll be seeing 4501 depart any minute now. Yes, indeed. Best place to be on a sunny day. One of the best places to be, that's for sure.
Attention. This is the final morning call for Tennessee Valley, train 100, the Missionary Local, round trip service to East Chattanooga and return. This trip is scheduled for departure in approximately 1 minute. Once again, this is the final morning call for Tennessee Valley, train 100. All
Got 1 minute to departure time of the Missionary Ridge Local. And I'll move the camera around a little bit for y'all while 4501 goes around the Y. And then, like I said, we'll move a little bit closer up to one of these picnic tables that are right over there. And we'll set up there for a little while and see what comes through on Norfolk Southern. Hopefully something. We already had a BNSF coal train go through a little while ago, so that was nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go airborne here. So give the shakiness of the tripod here. And we're going to move over here and catch the train going around the Y here. Again, forgive the shakiness of the camera while I move things. Let's see. Once again, y'all, if you're just coming in, please be sure to hit that like button for me. It really does mean a lot. And we're going to get 4501 running past us right now. Very nice indeed. And they'll be back in a little while. And in the meantime, we'll set up and wait for any trains that might show up on Norfolk Southern. So in the meantime, if y'all just want to chat with me for a little bit, feel free to throw me some questions out there in the chat, just whatever you want to talk about. Mostly whatever you want to talk about, keep it clean. But yeah, we'll just relocate to one of these benches right over here and wait for a freight train or wait for the 4501 to come back, one of the two. And if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button for me, guys. Helps out a lot more than you think. How was the run session I went to yesterday? It was good. I only took photographs there. I didn't bring my video camera this time, mainly because it was my first time over there. Didn't really want to, waste folks' time with a camera. However, I did get permission to film over there next time I go, so I will be sure to get a video of that layout next time I'm over there. But it's a nice little layout. Models, what was it? Harriman, Tennessee to Decatur, Alabama. So it's a good size Southern Railway layout. Pretty cool. What happened when you heard of the 3985 being restored? Well, funny enough, when I did that live stream announcing the news, I read the article in Trains magazine, and then it became just one of those, okay, I need to make a video about this as quickly as possible, but I was out running my girlfriend to a doctor's appointment at the time, so it's like, okay, what the heck do I do? And arguably I could have recorded a video and then just uploaded it that way from my phone, but for whatever reason, I just decided to do a live stream. And it was what it was, but I was pretty excited at the time. Yeah, I still have a bit of a foamer in me, whether I like to admit it or not. But I think it's really cool. I'm really happy that it's going to happen. I mean, obviously it's going to be a few years until we see them run, but 3985 and 5511 and the Centennial, it's going to be really cool, especially that, I mean, the former Rock Island shops at Silvis are huge, so it'll be really cool to see what the group does, and hopefully we'll get to see them running on Iowa Interstate or maybe potentially on UP again. So, because also interestingly enough, part of the deal was if Union Pacific decides they want the equipment back, they have to reimburse the group, but they can get the equipment back if they need to or want to. So, not sure exactly how I feel about that particular clause. However, that was something that Steve Sandberg himself um, wrote into it. So, the man himself wanted that to happen. So, c'est la vie, I guess. Let's see. I personally like 3985 better than the big boy. Don't go away comment. I'm trying to read it. I personally like the 3985 better than the big boy. Big boys are cool, but the Challengers just look better. Yeah, Mike, I can agree with you on that. The Challengers and the big boys, I mean, granted, they do kind of look similar, but the Challengers, I guess, I don't know, the Challengers just in general look better, I guess. So, you think they're going to regret getting rid of it? Probably will at some point, but I guess that's why Steve Sandberg had that clause written into the agreement. So, we shall see. Only time will tell as far as that one goes. Yes, I reckon it means you'll be going over there quite regularly once they get the site open to see the stuff being worked on. That's pretty cool. It's too bad they don't give them the 838 for restoration. Well, yeah, I mean, 838 is just too far gone, and they're still using it as parts for the 844. So, where's the Nougat Rail fan? I don't know where the Nougat Rail fan is. Probably still in bed. So, but he's not out here with me at the moment. So, but no, 838. I know why they're still holding on to it, but there's really no economical way of saving that particular engine. I'm afraid it's too far gone. David NS123, hello there. Thank you for joining the stream. We're currently set up here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, waiting for hopefully something to come through on Norfolk Southern, or waiting for Southern 4501 to come back from the local. It just left a little bit ago. Sad thing is that 838 went into the steam shop under her own power. Yeah, I did. Hey, Train Addict 465, good to see you. Thanks for coming over to the stream. me check my battery power here, make sure we're still good for at least a little while. Oh yeah, we're good. We're definitely good. 4014 and 3985 double heading. How amazing would that be? Only as amazing as adding 844 into that and making it a triple header. I think that's what everybody wanted. With no diesel assistance. Nuga Railfan is going to pop up out of stop going away comments. Nuga Railfan is going to pop up out of the ground like a groundhog. Oh, y'all are a mess. Hey, you want to hear something funny? What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. Yeah, that would be a triple header dream. But the problem is 2156 is a rather slow engine. So, not really designed for high speed like 1218 and 844. Also, yeah, I only pull that little, read it thing out every now and then, but it is really, really funny to surprise people with that instead of reading the disclaimers off in the reviews like I normally do. It's quite funny. But it definitely gets their attention. There goes Sterling with the dad jokes. Plus 2156 has that broken frame. Yeah, you're right. You are definitely right. And it's hard to, once the frame goes on any locomotive, it's very hard to repair that. Essentially, you'd have to just strip it down and start over again as if you're the factory. And that's pretty rough. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to locomotive restorations, but even so, you can imagine how hard of a repair that would be. Because 4501's frame is technically bent as well, but not to an extent that it will put it out of service. Yeah, seeing the 1522 run again would be nice. I mean, as long as you've got a place to run it, and a group that's willing to take care of it properly and such. If you've got all that going, then sure, knock yourself out. Just don't do it on the work site, because then you might get the group sued. But no, 1522 is a nice locomotive. Plus, it was one of those nice kind of fits in anywhere locomotives, if you will. It was a bit like the 261 in that respect. It fit in just about wherever it went. But it would be nice to see 1522 run again. Whether or not it'll happen or not, that remains to be seen. We got 10 people in the chat, or not in the chat, watching the stream right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Just be sure to hit that like button for me. Let's see. Railroad terminology, according to all class ones, would say bent is not broken. Yeah, you're right. I've seen pictures. The one that was most shocking to me was seeing I think it was a Southern Pacific GP35, and its frame was bent, so it was like this, with the cab tilting downwards, but they were still using it. Hey, Sparky, good to see you there. Thanks for dropping by on the stream. Really appreciate it. Looks to be nice. Looks to be a nice day for this. Yes, it is. The sun's out. I'm not I'm not normally a fan of the sun. I'm normally mostly a vampire, but today's a pretty nice morning, and we'll see if anything good comes by. Hopefully it will. And of course, we'll have the 4501 coming back in a little while. We'll film that as well. Might do some close-up shots for you guys of it. That'll be fine. My friend Travis Gordon is on the locomotive today, working as the fireman. So they're starting cab rides again here at the museum. So sooner or later, I'm going to have to do that. But I need to have, for the steam locomotive, you have to wear long pants and closed-toed shoes, which I have neither of those today. I'm wearing shorts and sandals, as always, comfortable pants. So, but we'll take care of that another time and hopefully get a nice cab ride video to show you guys on the channel. That would be really cool. Oh yeah, we all know that's the reason why, Mike. But and with TVRM being governed by the FRA, they have to do what they have to do. So, which is cool. I'm certainly not willing to let the museum get in trouble because I'm not wearing the right type of clothing. Yeah, Sparky, you should hit that bell. Thanks for pointing that out. You know, you have so much that you have to say as a YouTuber to keep your audience engaged these days. It's very easy to forget about something. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new and click the little notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video or do a live stream. So, but yes, Sparky, you most definitely should. How's stuff going on your layout over there, Sparky? Hit the bell. Ding, ding. Hopefully the museum staff doesn't think I'm completely off my nut over here because they've got the door open to the deli right now, and if they can hear me, they're probably thinking I'm just some crazy dude sitting here with his phone talking to himself. It's okay, we think you're crazy anyways, but that's why we love you. Well, I am a little bit crazy after all. Trainboy 1522 Productions, what's with the dot dot dot? Did I miss something? If I did, please remind me in the chat. We'll probably keep this stream going for a little while longer, at least until the 4501 gets back. So, just so y'all are aware. The stream isn't buffering for you guys, is it? If it is, let me know in the chat. Or if it's not, also let me know in the chat. I'm just running off of cell phone data today, so. How much is it to ride the train, and how long is the trip? The trips are about an hour, and I believe for adults, I want to say it's $28, I want to say, and $16 for children. Now, with the cab rides, there's there's extra tacked on to that. So, right now, they have a deal going where if you go on Groupon, you can buy 4 tickets, 2 adults and 2 kids, for like $32. So, that's a pretty good deal. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Billy Mays is going to pop up out and say, Billy Mays here at TVRM for OxyClean. I mean, I can do the voice. Hi, Billy Mays here at TVRM for OxyClean. But that's all you're getting. But no, they're not unreasonable prices, Sparky. And then the dinner train tickets and the Chickamauga turn are a little bit more, but they're not running the turn or the Somerville trains right now because of a bridge being out on NS, which connects to the Chattooga and Chickamauga Railway. So, 4501 noises. Woo, woo, woo. There you go. That's my 4501 impersonation. You're not going to get much better, unfortunately. Am I on top chat or live chat? I believe I'm on live chat, Sparky. Yeah, I'm definitely on live chat. I'm just having to tap the screen every once in a while to have it pop back up because it's not consistently staying on the screen for me. So, don't live stream very often, so I find I'm not very good at it. So, but trying to keep up with it at least. Fun fact, Train Boy 1522 Productions, it's actually spelled with an I, so Stirling. That's something I'm going to be cursed with for the rest of my life, is people misspelling my name. I've honestly thought about for a joke to have it misspelled intentionally on my tombstone and have it like have something carved into the stone above that makes it look like it's corrected with an I, but it's like in crayon, so that way I at least get the last laugh. Your live streams are always enjoyable. Well, thanks, Mike. I really do appreciate you saying that. Like I said, I'm no expert, but I do try my best. And most of the time when I do these live streams, it's sort of on a whim anyways, so. But no, it works out pretty good. And if you guys like it, then I guess that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? I had hoped to do a live stream similar to this. I was going to go to Folkston back in April, actually. But those plans fell through, unfortunately, and I wasn't able to go. So, but c'est la vie, it is what it is. Good day from down under. Hello there. Hang on, I can't quite see because the sun's in my eyes. Steph B MLK 190. Steph B one. God dang it! I'm so sorry. Steph B MLK 190. Thank you so much, and good day from down under. So thank you for joining. It's really awesome getting a viewer from Australia in. So thank you so much. For those of y'all just coming in, we're sitting out here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we are just chilling out here waiting for something to come through on Norfolk Southern, hopefully. If not, then we will just wait for the 4501 to come back with the Missionary Ridge Local. It left a little while ago. So we will just see what happens to come through. So, but more or less just enjoying the weather, really. That's sort of how I like to watch trains anyways. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to it. Train watching to me is like fishing. You go fishing for fun, and if you catch a fish, it's a bonus. So that's sort of how I look at train watching, especially these days with precision precision scheduled railroading going on. You get the longer trains, but you also get that stuff as well. So, and by that stuff I mean Sparky. I actually answered that a little bit ago, but it's I believe $28 for adults and $16 for children. And they're doing a deal right now where you can get four tickets, two adults and two passengers, for $32, I believe, through Groupon. So, yeah, you end up with some pretty cool stuff. Steph, why do you say that? What's going on with the steam locomotive on your end? Hey, RJ, thanks for coming on over to the chat. Yes, you do need to come down and see the 4501 this summer, and you also need to come down and see me while you're at it. But yeah, Steph, what's going on with the steam locomotives on your end? Yeah, I'd be very interested to hear that story. I mean, hate's a strong word, but PSR is definitely killing the U.S. freight rail system at the moment, and the CEOs don't seem to especially care, and that's the problem. Worked for a Class 1 railroad as a carman for almost 7 years, then got furloughed because the Class 1s are greedy. Yep. Oh, yeah, it sucks. But Mike, let's be honest, you wanted to get out of there anyways just because of all the BS that was happening. So, but you seem to be enjoying your new job now, so that's good. I certainly hope it is. I mean, the Surface Transportation Board is already wanting changes done, but at the end of the day, unless they, I don't know, do like maybe a government takeover of the railroads like they did in Europe, I don't see how it could go away, because ultimately they're still private corporations. But again, we'll just have to see. Class 2 railroads are where it's at. They're much more family oriented. Yeah, that's the truth. Companies like RJ Corman and Wabtec. No, not Wabtec, Waco. Wabtec is General Electric. They could limit the length of freight trains. Yeah, they could, but now they're arguing, oh, we don't have the people to run them, and let us run one-man train crews, and that'll fix everything. Yeah, right. That's that's gonna make things 1,000 times worse. But sadly, I have a feeling one-man train crews are going to be a thing of the future here rather soon, whether we like it or not. GE versus EMD. See, that's the thing. I've never really gotten into the whole GE versus EMD thing, but the best way this was true back in the earlier days of it, but hang on a second, let me catch up with the chat here. What steam locomotive is running today? Chris, it is the Southern 4501. Steam Rail Victoria suburban shuttle trip here in Melbourne, top and tailed by a 280 K8, K183 and K100. Had a little incident where one of the wooden cars hit a damaged overhead. Whoops. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. Hopefully they'll get that corrected. But anyways, back to the GE versus EMD thing. The best way to classify them in the broadest terms, the GE locomotive is not as reliable, not as cheap to maintain, and doesn't last as long, but it's cheaper. And an EMD locomotive is, at least at the time this was stated, slightly more reliable, slightly less expensive to maintain, but costs more money. So, now granted, this was something that was talked about around the time of the Dash 9s, the AC-44s, and the early model SD-70Ms. It seems to me GE has really, I mean, the market has spoken for who builds the best locomotive, you know? I think it's, GE's outselling EMD exponentially. How many SD-70 ACE Tier 4s have been built? Not many. I believe I hear a freight train. So let's see what we've got coming on Norfolk Southern with our first freight train of the day. Well, that's the Tyner Terminal Local heading down to the Volkswagen plant. That's why it's got those auto racks on the head end with an SD40-2 and an SD60E for power. Pretty cool. So there was our first actual freight train of the day. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Dang it. Clear out these notifications on my phone here. my favorite when I went there. My family, for my graduation trip in 2016, I enjoyed every bit of the trip and stayed at the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Will remember it always. Yep, that is pretty cool. I've never stayed at the Chattanooga Choo Choo, Chris. I've been over there several times over the course of my life. In fact, my grandfather worked with the company that installed the electrification system for the trolley over there. So, but of course, it doesn't run anymore. They converted it into a bar, of all things. But hey ho, that's what the modern day public wants, I guess. So, but at some point, I should probably stay at the Choo Choo. It's funny enough, you mentioned Penn Central bankruptcy. Is that they have a dining car there where they serve their meals, and it's actually still lettered for Penn Central. So, definitely interesting. That would be cool if 611 can come to TVRM. It would be cool. The only problem is it won't fit through the tunnel. So it's way too big to fit through the tunnel. Now, 611 did come to Chattanooga and came to the Choo Choo pretty regularly. But you could probably bring 611 into Grand Junction, but you wouldn't be able to run it on the line far because, it wouldn't fit through the tunnel, bottom line. And I don't think the museum's willing to lower the track through the tunnel for one locomotive. And more to the point, it wouldn't just be a height issue, it would also be a width issue because 611 cylinders stick out pretty far. And that tunnel, the wall for that tunnel is really, really close. So, I mean, you're pretty close going through there. So, it's definitely not one of those things you can try. Hey, Justin, thanks for joining the stream. And you also brought up another good thing. And definitely you couldn't turn 611 on the Y because it would be too sharp for it. So, it would be nice to see 611 run past TVRM again on the main line. But actually coming to TVRM, I don't think so. It would be nice, but it just probably won't happen due to those reasons. But hey, there ain't a thing wrong with theater of the mind, right? Works all the time with model railroading. .611 is thick with two C's. Pretty much. Well, that's also one reason why they can't run it on Amtrak's Northeast Corridor, because the cylinders are too wide to fit past the station platforms. Could 1522 go to TVRM? I don't think so, honestly, because again, you're running against the same issues as you would with 611, getting it around the Y and getting it through the tunnel. So I think we'll just have to be content with the biggest engine at TVRM being 4501 for now. So no. Extra thick is 1218, and thick with three C's is 2156. Just saying, if we want to have a debate on thickness of locomotives. Forgive me while I rattle the phone here real quick. I'm just checking our time here. I've been streaming for about an hour at this point, so that's pretty good. One of the longer streams I've done. If you haven't done so yet, just be sure to hit the like button for me. The like button. Yeah. The thing that looks like this. So, but yeah. Really appreciate y'all joining me out here today. Just enjoying the weather, really. I just decided today would be a nice day to just sit back and stream things. In fact, since it is getting relatively close to time, I think I'm going to relocate to the other side of the station. And so that way we can get 4501 coming in head first instead of just watching it pull in down here. So if y'all will forgive my shaky camera movements, I will get us moved down to the here. Let me get back to the chat here. As soon as I hit the lottery, I'm going to restore a DMIR Yellowstone. It's far more likely to have 4501 visit any other railroad than a large locomotive come to TVRM. Yeah, that's a really good point, Justin. Yeah, that was something that I had theorized a long time ago, saying, why can't you run 611 there? But somebody pointed that out to me. And if you think about it, it does make sense because the Northeast Corridor does have, the higher platforms. So that is something to consider. Hello, virtual railfan camera. The Garrett 2069. Now those and the 3801 R-Class Hudsons. I don't think I've seen any pictures of those. I'm no expert on Australian steam locomotives. Here we go. We'll get right down here. Yes, I've been following the T1 Trust for quite some time, so that would be pretty cool to see that thing finished, and they've gone a long way on it. 4501 visiting TCRM. No, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you could make it happen. Personally, I'm still waiting for 4501 to go back to its green paint, but that's just me. Can you show us the museum and the displayed trains? I can a little bit. We might walk around a bit after the 4501 comes in, but got some of the coaches. They're here. This one right here, that's the 906 and 661. Those are both Central of Georgia coaches. We got the 1000 and then the 3164 dining car, which is on loan from the museum in Oak Ridge. That's just me? Oh, come on. You know well and good I am not the only one that wants to see 4501 in green, Justin. Besides, I never got to see it in green, so CNO 614 or CNO 1601 would be nice to see. Good Lord, go big or go home. 614 maybe, an Allegheny. I don't know, man. That's getting pretty up there as far as size. That's pretty much the biggest you could do. So, and besides, where are you going to run it? Meep. Hey there, Vinny. How you doing? Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, yeah, it wasn't painted like that originally, but who cares? Even if they just did it for a year, I think that would be really nice. And then you could just go right back to the black scheme. But that's just me. They said the same thing about a big boy in operation, but here we are. But here's the thing. That was restored by a railroad, by a Class 1 railroad. So, I have track orders from the Flying Scotsman from its U.S. tour. Now, that's pretty cool. You see me on the virtual railfan camera start doing push-ups? No, I'm not doing anything for you. Especially if it means keeping up with my physical health. If they did it for 2 weekends, you'd get Thomas-sized crowds during that time. Yeah, you're right. I mean, which is a shame that something like Steam at Spencer didn't happen, because supposedly it would have been painted green for that. But, you know, c'est la vie. Which means it was restored pretty crappy then. Are you talking about the 4014, Mike? Unauthentic color schemes are just the best. Yep, I am. We speak English in America. Oh, I see the headlight of a freight train coming around the corner here, so let's get the camera back into focus. And hopefully you won't stop here at the signal and just keep on going. But let's see what we got. That's the second EMD leader we've gotten today. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to adjust the camera here real quick, so bear with me, guys. There we go. I hope you do get to see the 4501 one day, Michael. It's a cool locomotive. Well, I'm definitely glad I give you an alternative to reading the shampoo bottle, Mike. That's pretty good. Dare you to go to BN 9912 and put your head on the pilot, smack. I actually already made a joke about that with my girlfriend in a video a few years ago. So, besides, that thing's all the way in Nashville. I'm not going up there for this live stream. Not unless somebody gives me some serious gas money. Yes, I did hear about what happened to the Southern unit, and it's still sitting up there. They haven't taken it to Altoona yet, so here's to hoping that they'll eventually get it operational. But the frame is not bent on it, so it's still good. It's just a matter of, and for all I know, they could be waiting for the insurance to clear it out. I'm not sure. But hopefully 8099 will be returned to service in its Southern Railway paint scheme. I know there are quite a lot of people on the interwebs that want it painted black, so hopefully that will not happen just for the sake of the trolls. Huh, that's interesting. I haven't seen any of these Nile Dutch containers before. Interesting. Need to get more containers for my intermodal train. I'm still slowly building that up. I've got the cars, just don't have the cans. I'm a little bit of a video gamer. I don't really do like mainstream stuff. Like I'll play Vampire the Masquerade, or I'll do like I'll play an old RPG game I have called Fate. But for the most part, I just play a computer game every now and then, and that's it. And no, I will not be doing that. Thank you very much. HO or O gauge? Well, I like both of them. I still have a lot of my O gauge stuff, but right now, considering the space that I've got, it's more practical to focus on HO, so that's why I've been doing that. But I still have nothing against O gauge. I really like it. There's the tail end of our train. Well, we've gotten a couple of freight trains here anyways. Let me see if I can set the camera back up here on the tripod mount. Oh my god, tank bingo. Yeah, I don't play GTA, sorry. Not my thing. Let's see here. Lionel priced a good majority of people out of the hobby, including myself included. Yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I mean, inflation really sucks, but, you know, what can you do? Well, this isn't working out like I was hoping, so let me... Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do adjustments on the fly here, using a little handheld tripod stick doodad. So I'll hold the camera like this so I can read the chat until the 4501 shows up, and then I'll set it down and you guys can watch the 4501 come in without, you know, moving all over the place. But O gauge definitely priced me overpriced me out of the hobby, that's for sure. So, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. Just completed a mod where you have to prevent a ICBM silo from a nuclear meltdown. Afterwards, you have a nice player home. Okay. I know just enough about a lot of these games to fake like I play, if you will. But ultimately, I've found more fun in buying models than video games. So, hey Joel, thanks for joining the chat. We're waiting on the 4501 right now. And for whichever or whatever freight trains decide to show up. We've had two go by in the hour that I've been playing. No, nope, not doing it. Even if you paid me, I won't do it. I am not doing. Nope, 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 nope. Not doing it. Will not do it. Bottom line. Besides, I don't even watch his crap, so I don't even know. I don't even know what he does. Looks like a nice morning there. Yeah, Joel, it is. Semi-cloudy skies, but nothing too serious. But MTH is still kicking around, and they're about to come back in a big way. We'll see. We will see. Dying laughing. T-pose in front of the cam. Have you heard of Eric's Trains? Of course I've heard of Eric's Trains. I've been to his layout several times, actually, for his open houses. And I've ran into him a few times at Legacy Station. Cool guy. Pretty cool guy. Well, it's been about an hour since the 4501 left, so they should be getting back soon, hopefully. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Eric. Pittsburgh train fanatic, you talking about Nick? So, if you're talking about Nick, then yeah, I definitely know him. Yeah, I've chatted with Nick on Discord calls a few times. He's a good guy. I don't think he does those live streams anymore, which it's a bit of a shame, really, because they were pretty popular. So I should message him sometime and find out what's going on as far as that goes. Your birthday is coming up in June. Well, happy early birthday. It's probably very hard to hear on the camera right now, but I can hear 4501 whistling for the tunnel right now, so they're on their way back. So once they get closer, they'll blow for Grand Junction to let them know they're coming. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start setting up the camera so that way you guys can get that shot of it coming in. In fact, yeah, we can do that, I guess. Set it up on these little stairs here. They won't be using them, more likely than not. They're just there from Day Out with Thomas. That works. just move this down a little closer to me so I can actually maybe see the chat. Scoot the camera a little more to the left. How's that? Now, come on. Day out with Thomas is fun. It certainly was this year. We got 14 people watching right now. That's pretty cool. If you haven't yet, please be sure to hit that like button. Camera's perfect. All right. We'll just keep it right there then. Smash that like button like a boss. I don't know about that, but you certainly can if you want to. The original Strasbourg Thomas's eyes melted? Well, that sucks. Sounds like pure nightmare fuel. Okay, now that is funny. We'll be cursed with 1 year of boring rail fanning. Oh, so they'll get nothing but Dash 9s and ES44 ACs. So basically, like we get right now. Total silence. Now, but once we do hear the 4501, I will shut up and you guys just watch it come in. So forgive me if I go quiet then. I'm no expert on whistle types. I'm sure some expert out there could probably give you a proper answer, but I don't know what kind of whistle it has. It's just whenever you hear it, it's like, I know that whistle, that's the 4501. Well, you'll hear it once it comes in. Maybe I will at some point. That does sound like a good idea. It has been quite some time since I've been down to Dalton. I went down there for a little bit, maybe a week or so ago, but other than that, I really haven't had a reason to go down there. And with that, guys, I'm going to shut up and let 4501 come on through.
Attention museum guests. The Missionary Ridge local is now arriving. We invite you on the platform to watch its arrival, but for your safety, please remain off all track and behind all yellow lines. For those who need to pick up or purchase tickets, please do so now at our ticket window. We hope you enjoy your visit today. We want to thank you for riding with the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum.
All right, well, there you have it. All right, guys, well, that's just about going to do it for this live stream. So I will let you guys go on that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the last hour and a half or so. And I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Ravenhawk 6910 signing off.